is Jeremy Navarre, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about myself. Recently became single, which is good. Like, I realize I'm in a good place for that because, like, I feel like in the real world, I'm like a 4, maybe a 5. But I am obviously like a dive bar 8, so like, that feels pretty nice tonight, so thank you for that. So, the nice thing though is like, I was the one that got to end it. Like, I was the one that got to walk away. And I think like, when that happens, it's like a satisfying feeling of like closure. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, the reason I had to walk away was because she informed me that the last 4 months we were just friends, which I didn't know that, but it still counts, because I was the one that did it, right? And it gets a little confusing because we did have sex, right? And there were some like kind of weird things that happened during that. The first thing is I was going down on her, right? For like a long time. Like, I'm a very giving lover. I want to make sure that, you know, the woman is fully pleasured in everything, right? Now, I don't normally say that in my bids, but I'm like trying to flirt with a girl in the back, so I really wanted to kind of put my resume out there, if you know what I'm saying. Good. So, we're having sex, right? And she does something that just feels so weird to me. It's so unnatural for me. So, like, I take it out, right? And in my head, I call it a dick. That makes sense to me. Because, like, there's 3 levels. So, like, a penis, that's like a little boy thing, right? A dick, that's an average, total, everyday, normal man. You know, maybe a little thicker than average, but, like, totally normal. But what she says is, I want to suck your cock. And I was like, ow, that word feels so weird. It feels like a little dirty. And I'm like, what, this thing? Like, alright, like, cool. But she also suggested at one point that we try to have a threesome with another guy. Now, that makes you like have to question some things about yourself as a man. And I've come to realize one thing. If I ever have a threesome with another guy, I am totally coming on him. Now, it's not a gay thing. It's such a like power move. You know what I'm saying? Because like for the rest of his life, he's gonna be like, yeah, that was fun, I had a threesome. But shit, that guy like came on my nipple and I have to like think about that shit. Oh, and I like to just be that thorn in there. But anyway, so like after the breakup, my friends were giving me some advice, because like I work at a car dealership, but not like a sleazy one. Like I sell like brand new, nice cars. And again, that's me just kind of putting my information out there for any ladies in here. But you have to be a little fucked up in the head to work in a car dealership. And so I'm talking with my friends, and they give me this piece of advice that I'm sure all of you have probably heard before, right? So let me see if you guys can get it. So the best way to get over somebody is to
get under somebody.
Get under someone, right? And I'm thinking like, you know what, yeah, that sounds like a good piece of advice. And my friend, who's like 10 years younger than me, in really good shape, really good looking, right? And he goes, well, why don't you just call someone? Okay, bitch, don't rub it in the fact that like I don't have a list of women that I can be like, hey, you want to fuck tonight? Like, all right, so just settle down with that. But I was thinking like, oh, maybe that seems like a good advice. So then, a couple weeks later, I meet this girl. And she's like this little petite Asian girl, and like she doesn't speak a lot of English, but I'm thinking like, okay, like maybe we can still kind of work this out. So we're talking, and she starts getting like a little seductive. Like she starts like rubbing my shoulders, and I'm like, right, I'm like, this is nice. Like I deserve to be treated nice every once in a while. So she starts rubbing my shoulders, and then she slowly starts undressing me, and she's like rubbing everywhere. And I'm like, shit, some stuff is about to go down. So then she looks at me, and again, not a lot of English here, but she looks at me and she goes, yeah, that can only mean one thing, no matter what language you speak. So sure enough, we start having sex. And I was like, this is amazing. Like, this really does help you get over some heartbreak, is to have sex with someone else. And the crazy thing is, like, really, it wasn't that bad, because it only cost me $300. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, you're thinking, oh, you paid for sex. That is not, I didn't pay for sex. Like, no disrespect, no judgment. That's just not my thing. Like, I don't pay for sex. What I did was I paid $300 for like a really expensive massage, and then like, you know, she just fell in love with me, so like that naturally led to free sex. So I think that makes sense, right? Yeah. But I will tell you, like, it is a little hard when you've been in a dry spell for a while. And being up here on the stage, and I'm about to walk away, but I really did enjoy this. But it's so difficult because I'm up on the stage right now talking about all this, and it's been a while that like, even these bitches are starting to look good right now. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, my name is Jeremy Navarro. Thank you guys so much.